Good morning from the cold plains of northern Illinois. This video is the first in a new format of doing shorter videos that I'll be releasing in the morning, or at least the morning within the central time zone, because that's the time zone I'm in, and thus it is the only one that matters. It is my morning, and therefore it is symbolically your morning. Hence why I said good morning at the video's start. Additionally, I'm wearing shades to hide the fact that I'm reading from a computer screen, and also because I'm kind of an asshole. But anyway, on to the actual topic of the video, which is to say, Mass Effect 5 needs to ditch the series' Paragon and Renegade morality system, akin to how Mass Effect 3's conclusion ditched narrative coherency. While Mass Effect's moral choice system is inherently linked to this science fiction spacefaring RPG and has many defenders, Bioware should strongly consider relegating it to the interactive dumpster of dated and quaint game design when it comes to the currently untitled Mass Effect 5. Even though yes, I consider the Mass Effect trilogy and lead protagonist Commander Shepard's journey through time, space, and mass relays to be among the most important gaming franchises of the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 console generation, particularly Mass Effect 2, that does not alter the fact that the Paragon and Renegade system are antiquated, mostly because on paper Mass Effect is supposed to be this grand space opera where, as Commander Shepard, the player leads a team on a spacecraft that embarks on dangerous missions. From there, the player makes important decisions that alter the course of the narrative, and whether or not Shepard has hot sex with aliens. And this all sounds really cool at first glance, and to be fair, a lot of it is. Sure, the decisions the player makes in the game are not as open-ended or cause random repercussions on the scale of, say, Baldur's Gate 3, but the player does chart their own path, and their version of Shepard imparts a legacy on the series' story as a whole. But here is the thing. The Paragon and Renegade system, in retrospect, devalue the essence of player choice to a certain extent. See, there are decisions in dialogue or actions the player can take that are on the extreme end of compassionate, which is to say Paragon, and aggressive, which is Renegade. Think like the difference between the light side and the dark side of the Force in Star Wars. And there's a problem here. The game prioritizes these two polarly opposing choices at the expense of all the other options in the game. Because when you play Paragon and Renegade, at least from Mass Effect 2 onward, those choices unlock more Paragon and Renegade options in the future, meaning that I often chose Paragon in certain situations because I'm a good person and the universe confirmed it, that I thought necessitated a different response because it rewards that option over others. The game prioritizes these two choices at the expense of all the other choices. Choices that I may have made, but didn't fit within the extremes of the Paragon or Renegade system. Because, you know, no one is 100% good or evil, and sometimes based on my own personal morality, maybe aggression is sometimes warranted. Maybe some attributes don't deserve compassion. Maybe the game should value different options other than the extremes, because the choices you make shouldn't always be in such a stark contrast like this. A gameplay conceit that overall blunts Mass Effect's aim of capturing the RPG experience, which is truly why I hope that Mass Effect 5 will shy away from the Paragon and Renegade system, or at least tweak it to a noteworthy degree, especially now that Bioware released Dragon Age the Veilguard last year, and can now focus on their next grand project, which is Mass Effect 5. Though admittedly, details are scarce on that front save for a few teases. In a post on X Twitter, Mass Effect 5 lead developer Michael Gamble responded to a question regarding the Paragon and Renegade system in the original 3 games, and reminisced about it. Per the post regarding Renegade and Paragon, yes, it's true that more people played Paragon, but it would have been meaningless if Renegade had not existed. The ability to choose is stronger than the number of people playing any option, in my honest opinion. End quote. Another user, sadly still using X Twitter, quote tweeted this response as proof that this morality system will be returning in Mass Effect 5, to which Gamble replied, "I was talking about the trilogy, you'll just have to wait and see." End quote. Oh, Mr. Gamble, you tease, you little minx. Just tell us what you're doing. Be specific. Otherwise, I will keep making this recommendation that Bioware shelving its Paragon and Renegade system is the most optimal moral choice. And yeah, that was the first inaugural episode of Good Morning. I hope it was relatively painless for everyone. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment telling me what you desire out of Mass Effect 5's morality system, how you're doing today, what your favorite Mass Effect game is, and if you have any movies, TV shows, or video games that you want to request for me to review. Additionally, please consider supporting my channel on Patreon. I have multiple tiers starting at $1 a month, and review requests by Patreon supporters take priority over non-patrons. Link is in the description and is pinned in the comments. Hope you have a great day. Bye!